What's going on, guys? I wanted to talk today about the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers Week 1 preseason game. Obviously, I'm a big Vikings fan. I was watching this game. I planned on watching the whole thing, but I did fall asleep around, I think, late third quarter, early fourth quarter, and I had pretty much seen all I needed to see up until that point anyway. I watched the highlights later, and if I missed anything, there was a couple of things that I missed. But I got to see most of the game, and I got to see the starters and most of the second string action. And so I was going to talk about this game either way. And I did take a few notes while I was watching this. Not as many as I kind of wanted to, because there just wasn't really a lot to really talk about, I guess, I thought, from watching the Vikings play. But as far as the Vikings in this game, the positives I'll take away, I only have two positives for the entire game for them, which is the starting offense play and Blair Walsh. The rest was pretty bad to watch. I mean, the Vikings came out their first possession, and Ponder hit that nice 52-yard connection to Stephen Burton, who was a 7th-round draft pick last year. Has an opportunity to get some playing time this year with Greg Child's injury, and the ball was slightly underthrown, but it was a pretty good pass, and it was good for 52 yards. I was excited to see that happen. I actually got excited a little bit and was yelling at the TV because I was excited about that play. And of course, I like Christian Ponder a lot. You guys know I like Ponder. I have confidence personally as a fan in Christian Ponder because of his skill set in this type of an offense. And I think he has intangibles as well that are going to make him a good quarterback. But I really want to see some good strides made by him. And in this first preseason game, I overall was impressed with Christian Ponder and the overall, well, not really the overall first team offense, but a good majority of it. When you look at Christian Ponder in this game, he was 4 for 9 passing. 3 of those incompletions were drops that should have been caught, and one was a check down throwaway, and one was just a throwaway out of the back of the end zone. So Ponder went 4 for 9 and did not throw for a touchdown, but he had 2 drives of action. He led the Vikings to field goals on both drives, which are both successful possessions, and Blair Walsh capped off both drives with 2 field goals in windy Candlestick Park, and that was nice to see. It was a 39-yard field goal, I believe, and a 28-yard field goal. Then on kickoffs, most of the time in the preseason, guys are going to take them out of the end zone, no matter how deep they are, as long as they're returnable, because the coaches want to see the film on the special teams unit and see how the blocking is. They want to see guys play rather than worry about the field position in the preseason game that's meaningless. And so Blair Walsh had 1 touchback and a couple other kicks that were deep into the end zone that LaMichael James took out. And so the major strengths of the Vikings in this game was the play of the first team offense and their special teams unit. One thing I thought we would see that I think we're going to see a lot of in the regular season was Christian Ponder looking to Kyle Rudolph for the first down conversions, and he did in this game. Both of his catches and both of his targets at Rudolph ended up being first down catches. His only other 2 completions were to Stephen Burton, obviously, and then 1 to Michael Jenkins, but 3 drops, that wasn't very good. Simpson had a drop too. We didn't get to see him make any catches. Percy Harvin didn't play, and Gerhardt did pretty well in his 5 carries that he had. So that's all for the first team offense. First team defense, though. First of all, they were not playing with Jared Allen, Kevin Williams, or Antoine Winfield. Those guys are all veterans. They did not need to play in this game. And so it was an opportunity to see some more backups play. And the Niners had their way at the Vikings defense. Running the ball, they were extremely effective, getting yards in big chunks, especially off the edge. And now the linebackers, from what I was seeing, were pretty non-existent. Even Chad Greenway, Aaron Henderson. But Jasper Brinkley, the guy who was filling in for E.J. Henderson, he was pretty much